Hey guys, this is Tom from Numbers Game Lifestyle, and today I'm going to be answering a question that I got on one of my videos. So let's have a look. Bro, can you make a video on how to behave on dates? Like, I've had some girls who were physically attracted to me while texting get into a friendly vibe on dates. I guess it's something related to having a masculine vibe, because I tend to let go and be goofy sometimes. And it's hard to really pin down exactly where he's going wrong on dates without knowing exactly what he's doing on these dates. From what he's describing, it just sounds that he's kind of like having playful banter, and joking around with this chick, and it's not leading anywhere. That's a pretty big problem in your whole dating process, because without a game plan, you are just left winging it, like, oh, whatever happens, happens. No, you're the man. You lead the entire way. Okay, you're going to be the guy that leads step by step all the way to the bedroom when that eventually comes. Okay, so you can't just wing this and be like, okay, going on a date, we'll see what happens. You have to have a game plan with this woman if you want something serious to happen. You can't just wing it and be like, okay, like whatever. You can wing it after you have a ton of experience and you've done this a million times over. But when you're new, there's no option to wing it. You're just going to end up getting nowhere and wondering why, like, women don't want to see you again, why you're not really moving the needle with these women. First off, there's a number of things that can be wrong. Whenever a guy says like it's a friendly vibe that doesn't really go anywhere, it immediately communicates to me that he is not touching women. I'm touching women immediately. The first time I meet them on that first date, I'm going to hug her. I'm going to pick her up off the ground and be like, hey, like, did you have any difficulty getting here? Do you find the place okay? Right away, I smash that touch barrier. So then she can let her guard down and be like, okay, this guy's aggressive. Like, it feels good that he's touching me. Because here's the thing. I did a video on how important touch is on first dates. Like, it is make or break. If you go on a date and don't even touch women, doesn't matter what you talk about, she's just going to be like, I don't know, it was kind of boring. It was boring because he didn't make a physical connection. You touch women, that you separate yourself from all the other men that she talks to. You touch her and all the other women that she talks to. She's going to be talking to a lot of people. Not a lot of people are going to be touching her. So touch women. You have that permission when you're on a first date with a woman. Because here's the thing, guys. If a woman agrees to go on a cheap, simple date with you, she already finds you attractive. Okay, you can let your guard down. She already likes you. You don't have to impress her. You don't have to do anything for her, to make her like you. She already likes you. Otherwise, she wouldn't have agreed to go on a simple, cheap date with you. There's a million other things that she could be doing with other people. Okay, but she chose you because she found you attractive and wanted to see where this goes. And where this goes depends on you a lot. Okay, yes, some of it is going to depend on her as well, but the majority of it is going to depend on your ability to connect with women, get their motor revved, make it man to woman by touching them. You break that touch barrier and you lead the process. You lead her around the date. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go back to my place. You lead the entire process. And you can't just like leave it up to women and be like, okay, she'll figure it out. She'll lead the way. That's not how it works. A man leads the way. He's going to take her through step by step the whole way through. Guide her the whole way. So yes, touching women will immediately get you out of the friend zone, just the friendly territory. It's tough for me to say like how to behave on a date because I don't know exactly what you're doing because you didn't describe it. But here's what I would do. Every guy's personality is different, okay? So I can't be like, copy exactly what I say, do exactly what I do. I want you to say and ask her questions, the exact questions that I have a list that you're going to ask her. No, we are different people. We are going to communicate differently. Okay, but here's the thing. You're going to ask her a lot of questions. I don't care what it is. You're going to find out tons about this girl. Ask questions, and whatever she says, you're going to build off that. Ask deeper questions about whatever she responds with. Relate to her. Like, yeah, I've done that. That's really cool. I never met someone else that's into that kind of stuff. You build on whatever she says. That is the connection. Coupled with the fact that you are touching her, immediately connects you to this woman. She's like, this guy understands me and he's touching me. I feel safe with him and I kind of feel aroused by him at the same time. Okay? You're asking all the questions, curious about this woman, and you're going to dig deep and find out exactly what makes her, tick, what gets her off in life. What is she pursuing? What kind of goals does she have? What does she like to do? You build on all of these. This is how you build a connection. And when you couple that with you asking deep questions and you touching her leg, squeezing like, yeah, I get you. I totally understand that. I feel the same way. Immediately, she's like, this guy's an ally. He understands me. I can relate to him. I can open up to him and he's not going to judge me. I can say whatever I want and he's going to be cool with it. This is who women open up to. And they want to get in bed with these same guys. Okay, they're attractive. They make physical moves on women and they ask deep questions. They find out all about her to make a connection. This is what your goal is on first dates. You have to construct a game plan, okay? So for me, in my area, there's stuff that's close by to me. There's a park. There's several parks near my area. There is a coffee shop. There is a thrift store. There's all kinds of like grocery stores. There is a frozen yogurt place. I can go to any one of these places. It's like, yeah, tag along. We're going to go check out, this thrift store. I want to look for a certain thing, whatever that is. And you bring her along. You're like, oh man, I'm getting kind of hungry. I feel like making some dinner. Like, what do you like to eat? I feel like making some chicken, some honey garlic chicken, and some rice and some broccoli, whatever it is. I'm like, let's go. And we go to the grocery store and I'll buy a bunch of stuff and we'll play around in the produce aisle. I'll tease her. I'll bump into her. I'll touch her. I'll guide her. And then we'll go back to my place and we'll both help make dinner. I'll tell her what to do. I'll guide her through the whole process. And then when we sit back, have a good dinner, we'll put on a movie and we sit back and chill. And suddenly, she's already comfortable with me touching her. It's very easy to progress things when we're both on the bed or on the couch watching TV. She already feels connected to me. She already feels comfortable with me and already feels aroused by me. Okay? This is your game plan. It can be a million different things. There's a million different things you can do depending on where you live, what you have access to. It could be a thrift store. You go to the thrift store and you have her try on some outfits and you tease her about, whatever she's trying on. The options are endless. Just have fun with this woman and eventually bring her on back. Like, hey, I'm pretty hungry. Let's make dinner at my place. I make a killer, honey garlic chicken. She's like, okay, sounds like a plan. And you're touching her, you're teasing her, you're squeezing her arm, you're hugging her when you first meet her. It breaks the whole barriers down. She's like, okay, this guy understands me. He gets me. I feel comfortable with him. And it's very easy for her to make the progression back to your place and eventually, get intimate with you. It doesn't have to be for every guy, okay? When you're new, you just want to get comfortable with the whole dating process. But yes, you want to get comfortable leading her through the entire game plan, step by step. By the end of the date, the woman's going to be fantastic. This guy gets me. Like, I never met another guy like this before. I'm excited. I want to see him again. This is what we're aiming for. And you have to do that. You can't just have conversations with women and be like, okay, hug her goodbye and have a good one. That's a recipe for disaster. That is it makes no impact. The girl's just like, okay, nice conversation. Nothing happens. Okay, have a game plan and refine that game plan. The more you do it, the better you'll get at it. Anyways, guys, that's the video. If you need help doing this, constructing a game plan that works over and over again, I help guys do that. There's coaching links down below. And of course, I guarantee your results or your money back. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Thank you for watching.